Within the eternal forest, the very fabric of space and time is warped by ancient, subterranean power.
A young fennekin, driven by hunger, wanders unknowingly into a labyrinth of the mind.
Here slumbers the architect of the illusion, an Abra, perfectly suspended in a deep, psychic trance.
Spotting a rare meal, the fox's internal temperature rises in eager anticipation. But the territory is guarded by an unconscious reflex that simply resets reality. An endless, frustrating loop tests the endurance of the hungry predator. Exhaustion gives way to pure, unbridled fury. A blast of fire is effortlessly snuffed out by a mere subconscious thought. The disturbance is enough to finally awaken the dormant consciousness. Unleashed from its slumber, the psychic energy forces a rapid and violent biological evolution.
Dabra emerges, its mind sharpened, and its body fortified for absolute control.
Very earth bends to its will, tearing itself apart to trap the intruder. Isolates the fox, leaving no avenue for escape.
Bending matter with a thought, it turns a stray beam of light into a searing weapon.
The hunt becomes a lethal dance, burning the ancient forest floor. Driven to the edge of the abyss, the young hunter has nowhere left to run.
Survival often demands finding a new tool, a focal point for untamed power.
Channeling its raw spirit into the branch, the fox ignites an evolutionary chain reaction. Gregson stands tall, wielding the branch not just as a tool, but as a wand of localized destruction. With a swift stroke of friction, the witch casts a fiery tempest to reclaim its freedom.
Deep within the earth lies a dormant caldera, a sacred proving ground saturated with ancient, volatile energies. The young fire wielder treads carefully into the sanctum, drawn by an irresistible convergence of fate.
Waiting in silent meditation is the apex of its lineage, Alakazam, a creature of boundless intellect. It needs no physical exertion. A mere thought commands the very elements around it.
A labyrinth of polished silver and refracted light is constructed to test the challenger's perception. Undaunted, the fiery challenger unleashes a torrent of devastating heat. But raw power means nothing against flawless geometry and calculation. The master looks beyond the present second, locking the challenger's destiny into a predetermined trap. Caught in an invisible vice, the fox is entirely at the mercy of its opponent's mind. Suspended over a river of molten rock, the ultimate test of survival is at hand.
Staring into the abyss, it finds not fear, but a profound, transcendent clarity. The raw flame of its spirit merges flawlessly with the psychic resonance of the ancient ruins.
The fusion of inner fire and awakened intellect triggers a spectacular metamorphosis.
Delphox descends, a mystic sovereign draped in robes of flame, possessing a mind to rival the greatest sages.
Taken aback by this unprecedented surge of power, the master looks desperately into the future once more.
But Delphox commands an inferno bound not by the wind, but by sheer telekinetic will. Prophecy meets its match. The witch's fire defies physics, weaving through the mirrors to lock onto the inevitable future.
The construct of the mind
shatters against the unrelenting force of awakened fire.
In defeat, there is profound respect. The sage acknowledges the supreme synthesis of mind and flame.
A new master of the mystic arts has claimed the ancient Ember Ruins.
Far beneath the surface, the ancient Ember Ruins stand as a crucible of fire and mind, waiting for a worthy challenger.